we have a game tonight to finish off week number 11. It is the Battle of Texas. Houston Texans, Dallas Cowboys. Unfortunately, Cam, the Cowboys stink now, which is very have Cooper Rush playing quarterback. And that's another team. There's so many teams around the league where it kind of just feels like the walls are closing in on them. And the Cowboys are absolutely one of those teams. Now, the Texans, Cam, kind of to go to their side of things, they haven't exactly been playing great football either. You know, they blew that big lead to the Lions last week. They lost at home. They lost to the Jets the week before that. They haven't scored a second-half touchdown in 4 games. So, as easy as this looks on paper, and whenever you see a team being a touchdown favorite, you like to think they're going to win the game comfortably. I don't know, Cam. You think that they get Nico Collins back tonight, who's been out for a long time, and he's their biggest play wide receiver threat. I think it's that easy for Houston tonight, Cam? Just no problem whatsoever? They're going to just stroll into Dallas. And everybody has strolled into Dallas lately and beat up on the Cowboys. Everybody's done it. But maybe on a Monday night, do the Cowboys have any kind of juice? Any?
You know me, Carver. I'm going to get my mic cut so many times tonight. The show with Gabe, it will be 4 hours of frustration because he'll be on Houston and I'm going to be on Dallas. And I will take the damn points with these guys. If I do anything, it will be Houston money line, like with a total to knock it down to plus money. I don't trust them covering 7 points. I don't care who the Cowboys quarterback is. You know what I mean? Like if it was Trey Lance, maybe I would bet Houston, but Cooper Rush, I think this game is going to be actually closer. I think Houston's going to win this game by like 3 to 4 points, not 7. I think it's going to be actually a tough game for them. But Carver, you know me. I have too many dogs in my house and I like too many. And that's just the way it's going to be. Nothing's that easy. When I see a number at 6.5, 7, know what I think? Teasers getting blown up. Maybe weird stuff happening. But I don't think it's that easy for Houston. They're a team that could be beaten. And I know Dallas sucks, but you'll probably like Houston tonight. But I don't really have any empirical data to back up Dallas. Just a vibe.
As of us speaking right now, Cam, it is 7.5. By the way, which kind of leans me even more, I'm not going to lie to you, to maybe taking a shot with the Cowboys tonight. And the total's 41.5. And I will tell you here, I think we have a couple pass to the over, 41.5, believe it or not. And I know Cooper Rush didn't leave you much, didn't get you too excited last week when he was out there. I think they're going to be a little bit better this week in terms of moving the ball offensively. Maybe this game is they're both in the low 20s and Houston has to eke it out. Or, Cam, Houston absolutely smashes them, and I think it goes over 41.5 because they might score 35 or 38 by themselves. So I think I have a couple paths to the over. So I'm going to go there, Cam, instead of maybe that 7.5. I'm going to take the over 41.5.
I like that. I'm going to do a teaser, probably both sides to the over, which is basically Houston winning the game. Give me Dallas 14.5. I know people say do 6-point teasers, but that's an incredibly important hook at 14.5. So that's the way I'm going to roll. I'm going to do it's teaser night. I don't love the game, but I'll take the points with the Dallas Cowboys. And all I need on those teasers, Carver, is 34. I think we can get there.
And I like to do this with Pharrell all the time, so I will do it with you as well. I always give him some kind of stat to make him think about it before the game. C.J. Stroud, 3-8 against the spread as a favorite of 3 or more points. 3-8. Again, so hasn't been great covering when the Texans have been now. And I believe this is the most he's ever been favored in a game, ever more than 7 in a game. So if that goes off at 7.5, it'll be the most he's ever been favored. He's 3-8 in spots like this. So it's just something to keep in mind, Cam, for tonight. As far as the props for you, the most bet props over at BetMGM. Cooper Rush under 178.5 passing yards. Joe Mixon over 86.5 rush yards. Nico Collins over 72.5 receiving yards. Cooper Rush under 33.5 pass attempts. CeeDee Lamb over 59.5 receiving yards. You will get some Lamb props on the cheap tonight, Cam, if you are a believer in Cooper Rush. You will be able to get some nice alts with CeeDee Lamb, 70, 80, 90, if you think that he can get it done.
I'll give you another perspective. Cooper Rush is a backup quarterback who played with backup players. His guy is Tolbert. Tolbert is the answer to the thing. You know, everyone can go with Lamb. I like Tolbert first touchdown at 22-1 tonight. Also anytime touchdown. And I think he'll go over his yards and receive. I'm all in on Tolbert tonight for the Cowboys.
Wow. All right, Cam. I'll add Tolbert in too. Now, I don't have him on my board here for tonight with the Tutties, but I will throw Tolbert in the mix. I've played him in the past. Usually a pretty good number on him. In fact, I'll get it. What number did you get for Tolbert, Cam? Let me tell you what I have.
I got 22-1 for first touchdown. That's too big. For first. And anytime's huge. Yeah, I always play first, and then I'm going to go.
6-1 for any time. I have 6-1 for any time. Ooh. I have 25-1 for first. I got 25-1 for first.
Wow.
Where I'm looking right now. Who am I already in on? I'm already in on Nico Collins, and I usually hate going chalk for first touchdown, but I feel like his first game back, he's a full go. Stroud loves him. I feel like he's going to be looking his way early and often. So 6-1 for Nico Collins. Play him anytime as well at plus $120. Rico Dowdle is allegedly now, I guess, the lead back, so he's plus $135. And this Mechie, I know that Collins is back, and maybe he doesn't get as much burn. But this Mechie, Cam, he's been getting some looks from Stroud the past few weeks, of course. Had a touchdown against the Lions last week. 550 is a little too much for me for a guy who's basically like their third guy now. I'm in for Mechie tonight at plus 550. So that's where I'm heading. So I'll add Tolbert in too, Cam. 6-1 for Tolbert. I'll get involved there.
I'm going to tell you, I think the two biggest value plays are Tolbert and Mechie. Everything that you talked about. And I also have, and you're never going to, this is one thing you got to think about. You have Joe Mixon for first touchdown, running back 3-1. He's a favorite for a reason. But you got Dowdle at 9-1. That is a great number for a running back. If they get close and they want to feed him, that is fantastic, Carver. And I like Dowdle anytime touchdown as well. We're reading each other's mail.
And I usually like, silly bets like this too in games that I think could be blowouts. Cooper Rush, 2 passing touchdowns. Now, again, could be in the game and he gets 2. Could be down 30 and he gets some garbage time ones. 4-1, plus 400 for him to throw 2 tutties tonight. So I kind of like that too, Cam. It's a good price.
These crap games have great props. That's the whole thing.
I hit those yesterday. I've kind of been after that recently, Cam, because yesterday I did Drake May for 2 passing touchdowns at a good price and hit. I did Gardner Minshew for 2 passing touchdowns. I like taking the dog quarterback to have 2 touchdowns if it's a plus money number because they're going to be down in the game, and there's a chance they might even get blown out in the game. And what are they doing if they're getting blown out, Cam? They're throwing the football. Could they get pulled? Sure, they could get pulled. You lose. But I'll take my chances, and that happened yesterday. Minshew and May both threw 2 touchdowns. We'll try it again. And look at that, Cam. It went to 390 as I was sitting here saying it. So somebody ran out. Good for you.
Carver's
ran out and got
numbers.
to 390. Right? Yeah, right. Yeah, moving numbers.